even mayor or state level, you become very puffed up, you become powerful. What to speak of you if you become the country head? But here, the context, in this context, we are talking about the governors of the entire planet, like earthly planet. Um, and then similarly, there are so many planets, and they are together saying, and what are they saying? That we believe in the direct perception. If we can see, um, or if we can hear, we can touch. That's what we believe in. That's our direct perception. Um, but uh, they're realizing that, O Supreme Lord, you are beyond the five elements. That's also called Panchabhutas, uh, earth, water, fire, ether, uh, so forth. So these are the gross materials uh, elements, and then this creation is of these five elements. And what we can perceive is actually uh, these five, something which is made with these five elements. I can touch this sofa, I can see the laptop I'm speaking on, I can touch my phone, books, all that. I can drink water, I can uh, feel the heat from the sun or the fire, or I can feel the air blowing. All that is because these are all gross materials. But Lokpalas are saying that Supreme Lord is beyond the uh, gross material. And because of that, it is difficult for us to perceive. But there are four reasons Prabhupada has given in the introduction of Bhagavad Gita that why we cannot perceive Lord. Okay? Or we have defects in our body. Okay? Prabhupada says a person of the mundane world who is infected with four defects. A mundaner has one, is sure to commit mistakes. Two, is invariably illusioned. Three, has the tendency to cheat others. And four, is limited by imperfect senses. So this not just the imperfect senses which help us perceive, uh, but even there are problems beyond those. And even those imperfect senses do not allow us to completely perceive something. For example, Shastras quote many times that we have our eyes, which are senses and can see things, but at the same time, we need help from sunlight or another form of light to see something. If it is dark, then the sense is not perfect enough that it can still see. So the senses are imperfect. Um, Also, sometimes we will see that, okay, in the desert, in the heat, we see that there is water which exists. It's called mirage effect. But there may not be water. So that again is a imperfect sense. Uh, Also, we are sure to commit mistake. To err is human. It is said uh, uh, that it is in our DNA to commit mistake. Uh, Sometimes purposefully, and sometimes uh, it's a genuine mistake. When it is purposefully making mistake, that also comes in the third category, which is comes cheating others. And we see that there are so many uh, casinos, so many gambling houses which are built all over the world, or it's It's a spread all over. You can see, you don't have to move out of where you're sitting to see that, how cheating is actually widespread. Um, you pick up any packaged food and then you try to read through the ingredients. There are so many rules and regulations to by government to make sure that uh, these companies tell what exactly is the uh, item made of. But there's so many items listed on that ingredient list which we cannot understand. That's another form of cheating. Okay? Um, so we are infested with all these various problems, and because of that, we cannot see Lord. But even beyond that, there is another part which Srimati uh, Kunti Maharani is Kunti Mata is saying here that Janma Aishwarya Shruti Shribhir Edhamana Mada Puman. This Janma, birth, Aishwarya, opulence, Shruta, education, Srivi, these are the possessions or opulences. And what they do, uh, Mada, Edhamana Mada Puman. For the human being, they are increasing the mother, that's the uh, intoxication, or we can also say ahankar, or you can say the false ego. That, oh, I am of so and so birth, I am so and so from the so and so parentage or lineage, um, or I have so many degrees and qualifications, or this is my position, or I control so much of wealth or so much of knowledge. And what all this does is it increases our mother, it increases our false ego and the ahankar. And because of that, uh, we we become more and more fooled. Uh, so it's not just the problem with the senses, but it is also uh, this false ego or the ego of us who actually blocks us from seeing. I'd like to narrate one small story here, which underlines this problem, that how our false ego stops us from seeing. So once there was a king, and he wanted to look good. It's like everyone wants to look good. Um, so he said that whoever will make a dress which will be the most beautiful dress ever made, I'm going to reward so and so so much money, give you some upadhi. So looking at this announcement, a few cheats or thugs, they saw an opportunity. So they approached king and said that, well, we can make a dress which is the most beautiful dress made ever, and it will actually enhance your personality and look. But there's one problem with that dress, or one quality of that dress. The quality of that dress is that whoever is the fool cannot see that dress. Only the intelligent can see that dress. So king said, sure, bring it on. So they went and then they brought the dress, which was nothing but thin air, and was pretending to show the different parts of the dress in the air. Now king did not see anything, or saw that there's nothing, but his false ego kicked in and he said that, well, if I say that I don't see a dress, then they'll see I am a fool, not intelligent. So king pretended and said, "Oh yes, it looks very good, and I would like to wear it." And king wore it. Um, his ministers also said, "Yes, you look dress looks very good." And then king is practically wearing nothing and walking across his kingdom um, naked. And all this is happening. Why? Because he is in this false ego. He's in this mother that if I say that I do not see this dress, then I would be uh, considered a fool. So, see how false ego is stopping us from seeing. And Prabhupada is also, but actually, it is not the false ego, it's the foolishness. And our um, Supreme Personality of Godhead is also saying same thing in this Bhagavad Gita, verse 9:11, that Ajananti ma mudha manushim tanum ashitam. When I appear in this world in the human form, then mudhas, those who are fools, they cannot understand me, they cannot see me. Okay? But they do not know that I am the Bhuta Maheshwara, Mama Bhuta Maheshwara. I am the Ishwara of everything. So, how can we then see the Lord? And as we saw in the purport, Prabhupada explains that there are two conditions which are required for seeing the Lord. One is, and the important one of that is that uh, there has to be, or instead of two, there's one thing which is required, um, and it's spread across our shastras and then in the purports of our acharyas. That is bhakti. Uh, Lord Brahma is saying in Brahma Samhita that Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena. When a person's eye is, we use word anjana or the eyeliner in the eyes, but that anjana, if we are perceiving with the eye, then our eye has to be the liner which has to be applied in the eye, we also call it kajal in Hindi, has to be the love for the Godhead, prema anjana bhakti. uh, and we should be in our heart what? Shanta Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti. And in a very peaceful state, in our heart, we are looking at them. Who are we looking at? Yam Shyam Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupam. That Shyam Sundar who is Achintya, inconceivable guna. He has inconceivable qualities. That form of the Lord. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. I am to that Govinda, I'm worshipping and bowing down. That's what Lord Brahma is telling in his prayers. Before that, he also said, that, O Supreme Lord, you are Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadim, Anantarupam. You're second to none. You are infallible. There is no beginning or end to you. Adyam Purana Purusham Navyavanam cha. You are the first person. You are the oldest person, but at the same time, you are Navayavan as well. You are ever youthful as well. But I cannot understand all this through Vedas. It's very difficult. Vedeshu Durlabham. If we try to get to Supreme Lord through the Vedas, it's very difficult. It's very similar to what we saw in the Kunti Maharani's prayer here, that she is saying that Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shiv here. Uh, the Shruta part, the education part. So by learning Vedas, only, um, and not actually following it up with a devotional service, it's only going to puff puff up our false ego, and because of that, we are going to not we won't be able to perceive Lord. We can see that so many numerous examples in our Vedas. Uh, what to speak of normal human beings, devatas like Indra and Lord Brahma, they get bewildered. We know Brahma Vimohan Leela, we know Govardhan Leela. Uh, all these Leelas are there to showcase that what to speak of human beings with simple intelligence. These Lokpalas, Dikpalas, and then are getting, and then the Brahmas of the world are getting bewildered. So, who are we? And sometimes it's Leela, sometimes it's for our education, but at the same time, sometimes it is also that these Aishwaryas bring the false ego and then puff up our false ego and then stop us from perceiving the Lord. We see uh, from the example of Prahlad Maharaj that Prahlad Maharaj and his father Hiranyakashipu are at the same place. And on one side, uh, Prahlad Maharaj is perceiving the Lord everywhere, including in the pillar. And at the same time, uh, even after doing so much of austerity and being able to please Lord Brahma and getting the boons of the world, Hiranyakashipu is not. On one side, uh, Prahlad Maharaj uh, is a 5-year-old boy who is for because of great fortune gets in association with Narad Muni while he is in still while Prahlad Maharaj is still in the womb and gets to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Because of that great fortune, he is able to perceive Lord everywhere. But Hiranyakashipu, even after doing so many austerities, what he gets is opulence. And because of that opulence, what has happened? He has become, his false ego has increased even more. And now he considers himself as Bhagavan and is not able to understand what his son is saying. Very simple thing. So, that's what Lord Brahma is saying here, that Vedeshu Durlabham and Adurlabham Atma Bhakta. But at the same time, that Supreme Lord is uh, very easily available to the devotees. Um, at We see that at each and every step, Lord is protecting Prahlad Maharaj, and uh, through that Prahlad Maharaj is able to perceive the presence of the Lord, but his father is not able to perceive. Um, we see that um, all the all these demons, they are seeing that uh, like Kamsa and Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, at every step of life, they are perceiving that they are encountering something unprecedented. But even after that, they are not ready to accept that this is something which is beyond me and I need to surrender. But uh, a simple devotee is always able to perceive because uh, his eyes are uh, anointed with the bhakti and he is uh, he is surrendered to the Lord. So that's what I wanted to cover. We I think it's almost time. stop here. Comments, questions, discussion, we can take it up with them. Let's see. Jayaprakash Prabhu, would you like to close it? I don't.
Yeah, Prabhuji, go ahead and you can close.
So we can do Narsimha prayer.
Hare Krishna mantra 3 times.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Shri
जय
Narsimha.
नरसिंह जय जय नरसिंह प्रहलादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंगम उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहभीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्।
नरसिंह भगवान की जय,
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज की जय,
जय
शिला प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय
वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च
पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वैष्णव वृंद की जय,
जय
Srila Prabhupada
की जय,
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की
जय।
जय। गौर प्रेमानंद
हरि 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 बोल।
थैंक यू
थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी। हरि
थैंक यू
बोल।
एवरीवन।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा हरे